There's another one small incident happened. I was traveling, I don't know which place, maybe around the area of Madhya Pradesh or Maharashtra. There was one small tree, and under the tree the 3 bricks which is used for construction is kept with turmeric powder applied on it and some puja being done. Usually in the evening time when I rest, I'll search for some brick for the head to keep the head and lie down. I saw that area, nobody was there, just the 3 bricks were there, and I did not know that it was being worshipped by some villager as a deity. And I just picked up that brick and put it for my head and lie down. And really, in 10 minutes, one village guy, elderly person, is running towards me. His house was maybe 1 mile away. He ran towards me, and when he came near me, I understood I am a sadhu. Because I was a sadhu, he did not beat me. He told, "Do you know, this is Shiva, I worship. He appeared in my dream and told that you are lying on him." Truth, really. Understand? So that's why I came here. And he brought a small pillow. That's another one beautiful thing. He brought a pillow. Lie down on this pillow and leave him there. Put that murti back. From 1 mile, he was lying down in his home. He says, "I had a dream. Shiva told me that one sadhu is lying on me. Take that." And he brought the pillow and told me to put the brick the other side. We don't know who all are having connection to what all. Just this deep love for that ordinary brick, which is used for construction, can create a telepathy power in him. Understand? I read an article. American Army is trying to develop telepathy power to use during the war times. They are doing some research and development to use this telepathy, sending message through the mind. Understand? Ordinary villager, just his love for a brick. Of course, I'm afraid to use the word brick again now. He may get a... I don't think he is dead. Only that elderly lady was dead. I don't think he is dead because I never tried to trace him also. Anyhow, just simple love to the ordinary looking brick can create such a deep telepathy connection between him and Mahadeva. Then understand, between him and Shiva, this ordinary brick is acting like a cell phone. You can't imagine the way in which that guy ran towards me and the way in which he was shouting at me. Just because I am a sadhu, he left me. Otherwise, I would have had the puja. The puja from him. Just I want all of you to understand the power of love, the power of simple love. People who cannot experience, understand the space of being in love with the Master cannot understand the truth. That's why I always tell, we are not cult, we are a culture. Understand, there is a big difference between these two. There is a big difference between these two. When you are in deeply love, you will see the uniqueness of the truth, and everything will become alive, reality to you, and you will see every step you take in your life feels ecstatic, feels joyful. I cannot imagine from 1 mile somebody running with a pillow saying that you are sleeping on my God. Understand the strong telepathy connection. Here the sutra, which Shiva says, look lovingly at some object. Do not go to another object. Here in the middle of the object, let the blessing happen to you. You see, you do not even have to choose a deity. You can choose anything with which you feel connected. If it is Coca-Cola bottle, okay. But the problem is, with the Coca-Cola bottle, you will have only lust, not love. When you see that bottle, you will think only what I can get out of it. Understand? Looking with love and looking with lust are two different things. When you see a beautiful man or woman, when you look, you only look what I can get out of that person. Then it is looking with lust, not with love. Love means what I can add to that person. What way I can be of some help to that person. If you decide or think of adding something, then it's looking with love. The moment you see and you start calculating what I can get out of that person, it is looking with lust. Understand? Looking with love, looking with lust, two different things. Here Mahadeva says, not only two different things, diametrically opposite. Diametrically opposite. Here Mahadeva says, look lovingly at some object. If you use the divine objects, it is lot more easy, because the possibility of lust is less. Possibility of love is more. From the young age you are taught to look with a love and respect. So it is easy to connect. It is easy to relate. Have any one deity or the photograph of the God or Guru. Try to look with a deep love without moving to the other object. Understand? That is the main. That is the basic thing. Do not move to the other object. The moment you start jumping to the other object, you are tired of this object. The love has disappeared. Understand? As long as love is there, that object is unique, not number. Not number. For example, if you are just a worker, maybe a clerk or an attendant, just a clerk in the office, if you die, nothing will stop. Somebody else will come, replace you. The job will continue, life will continue. You are just an utility, number, figure, that's all. But if somebody is in love with that same clerk, if the clerk dies, that person will never be again the same. Wherever you are just a number, even if you die, that mechanism will not suffer. Wherever you are in love with some object or person or somebody is in love with you, you become unique. Naturally, your death cannot be replaced. That person will miss you. That person's life will never be the same again. Love makes things unique. Love makes things unique. The other day, we were having an energizing ceremony here in the temple. All the Swamis, all of us are sitting and before preparing for the ceremony. One disciple, she asked me, Swamiji, every day you are seeing us, all our mistakes, confusions, are you not bored by us? It was a very honest question. Because they know if sometime I tell them, do some new mistake, I'll be entertained. Not the same mistakes. Because even to commit new mistakes, you need intelligence. She was asking that, don't you feel bored? I told, just because of my very love, I feel everybody is unique. Understand? I do not look upon the devotees or disciples as number. It is unique. That is why with so much of patience, I continue to work with everybody. If it is just a number, forget about it. Next person will do the work. Over. Devotees or disciples are not number for me. Because of my love for them, they are unique. Everybody is unique. Of course, I never miss anybody just because of complete fulfillment. But otherwise, everybody adds something. Everybody is welcomed, is expected, is needed, is wanted, is required to be here. Every individual is unique. Same way, when you are in love with the Master, he is needed, he is unique. When that love is not there, one more Swami, we can go to the other Ananda. What is there? If you just type only Nithyananda, at least 2,200,000 websites are opening. Just Nithyananda. If you type Swami Nithyananda, I don't know how many million websites will open. And if he is not, then some other Swami, that's all. If you are a number, you can be replaced. If the love, element of love comes to play between you and the other person, you are no more a number. You are unique being, irreplaceable, unique being. Love adds life even to the person. With love, the person is a spirit, life. Without love, the person is reduced to a thing, utility. Without love, when you look at somebody, a beautiful man or woman, and planning for what I can get out of that person, you are reducing him to a thing, not as a being, as a spirit. Only when you look at that person with a love, he is a spirit, he is a living being. When that love is not there, he is a thing. That is why whenever people look at you with a lustful eyes, you feel repulsive. It looks ugly. You just cover yourself. You just hide yourself. You want to move out of that place. Whenever somebody looks at you with a deep love, you just feel like being around that person continuously. Even if you get only one glimpse, one eye contact with him, you will be waiting for it. You will be just waiting for that one contact. Just waiting for that one glimpse, one look. It's a love which adds value to the uniqueness. Let me first express from the angle of Patanjali. Patanjali talks about love here for the sake of samyama. Please understand, he gives us as technique. He says, do samyama on these great qualities and excel in them. Through this, he approves the expression of love and he instructs all the yogis to excel in love. He makes this as a technique, a powerful expression of the consciousness in you when it penetrates your blocking low mood logic and expresses itself in spite of your logic, it is called love. Understand? Inside you, there is an intense super consciousness constantly waiting to break through your body and express itself. But your secured low mood logic, which goes on saying, no, 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 you will be exploited, you will be exploited, you will be exploited. If you are so open, so alive, whoever goes around you will exploit you. Physically, mentally, economically. Men have a fear women will exploit economically if they are too loving. Women feel if they are too loving, men will exploit them physically. Both of them feel if they are too loving, others will exploit them emotionally. So always the fear, if you are loving, you will be exploited. Very dangerous. So there is a certain logic in you which completely bans you from flowing. I want all of you to know, your life is like a river. Only two ways of life exists. One, the river which is embanked, the river which is dammed. Embanked means don't completely stop, use it properly, only tell the river where it should not go. That's all. Making the rules minimum so that the flow of life also is useful for you. It is like a making embankment for Kaveri or Ganga. There is another one way of life, completely blocking it. Stop. From now onwards, we will tell, dictate, direct whatever you should do. When the consciousness expresses in you, love is like embankment, guiding you, your flow. The insecure logic which is against the love is like a dam. Build the dam, that's it. Then exploit as you want. All the fellows are afraid of bank, but they don't understand they are caught in the dam. The life flow in you is like a river. If you are afraid of love, you are afraid of the embankment happening around you. True, embankment also does some restrictions. But the fear of love, the secured logic which denies love, which goes on talking and creating ideas against love in you, is a dam. It just completely stops the life force. Not just the shining in the eyes, even the shining in the skin changes when you stop the flow of love in you. Sweet experiences of love constantly reminds you when you open up. I'm not talking about only romantic love, which is towards one person. I am talking about the love suddenly opens up in you towards whole and your very self. Rarely you will fall in love with yourself. The yellow journalist who is sitting inside you, constantly writing articles and editorials about you, is damned for love. The fear he creates about love is not protection for you, it is destruction for you. Dam is not a protection for river, it is a destruction for river. Only embankment is a protection for river. Love is embankment. Logic is dam. Do samyama on love. That is what Patanjali says. Means sit and meditate on the intense, beautiful inner space you go through when you are in love with you and with the whole. Understand? Here, Patanjali is not saying contemplate on the love which was directed towards one person. No. When at some time you just feel so good about being you, being who you are, but it happens very rarely. That's a big problem. If you are feeling deeply good at, wow, I am really worthy. I am really worthy of what I am. I am really worthy of life. I am really worthy of whatever is happening around me. When you are experiencing the love for yourself, suddenly you will experience that love for the whole. You will see that everybody, everything is worthy of what they are. The whole. When the love is experienced towards you by you, you will suddenly experience that towards the whole. So meditate on that love. Surely every one of you would have experienced that kind of moments at least few times in your life. When you feel love towards you and the love towards the whole, everything, you feel like blessing everybody and everything. Do samyama on that inner space. Not just the love directed towards one person. That may have its own investments, vested interests and all that. That is okay, nothing wrong. But that is not supposed to be the ultimate, or Patanjali does not expect you to do samyama on that. Do samyama on the love experience which you had towards you, towards the whole. You will just excel, radiate those qualities. Not only that, you will be able to transmit those qualities by your very presence. The word, very beautiful word, balani, maitriyadishu balani, means strength. The strength has a three different definition. One, you will have that quality. Second, you will be able to transmit that quality to others. Third, you know how to have that quality as a strength for you. He is not saying doing samyama on love will make you weak. No. I have seen many people claiming their weakness as love. No. Love will be out of strength, and it will make you creative, alive. Balani. Patanjali uses the word strength. Friendliness and love. When you contemplate on it, do samyama on it, when it starts expressing, it will be a strength, because you will be in love with you and the whole. Second, you will be able to transmit it. Third, you just know how to use that as a strength, power. Can love also become a meditation? Only love can become meditation. Without the component of love, any technique you do will be dry, dull. You will not be able to continue more than few days. I have seen people doing this technique, that technique, but not more than few days. Only with a deep love, even a technique become meditation. Please understand. Technique is not meditation. Technique becomes meditation when the love is added. When the love is added, anything you do is meditation. When you are floating in love, you are in meditation. Real meditation will awaken love in you. The real love will awaken meditation in you. There are two different names. When your soul, with its pure energy, flows through your senses to the outer world, it can be called as love. The same energy, when it flows inward, it can be called as meditation. Whether it is love or meditation, from same source, same energy, same purity. Love should become meditation. Meditation should become love. Please understand. From my own experience, I can say, the time I spent with Arunagiri Yogeshwara in the physical form, maybe, I don't know, around 9 months, from summer vacation to the end of the year, around April, March, April, that time to end of the year. In India, April is the time the summer vacation starts usually, the end of the year, around 9 months, I can say. The time I spent with him physically, having his darshan, being around him, I can say, still I remember very clearly the experience of love in me. That was the first, and I can say in a way last experience. I experienced love in such a beautiful way towards a person, towards a being. Then it became a different experience, kind of a radiating and connecting with the whole world. But the kind of love I experienced with him, I used to continuously feel what I can do to him, what I can give him. But I'm a small boy, it will feel very silly. What can I give to a God himself, an incarnation, an avatara Purusha? At that time I do not know all these big words, this avatara Purusha, God and all that. I know that he is a sadhu. From my idea, any sadhu means he is an enlightened or avatara Purusha. That's all. These big words I do not know, but I know sadhu means God. That's the way I felt. And it was such an intense connection, experience. still I remember, in the night I'll be sitting with the alarm clock and changing the time, pushing the time fast, so that early morning again I can rush to the temple to see him, to have his darshan. Of course, me changing the alarm clock won't push the time. That intense love. And night only, when the watchman is about to close the temple, when they go around the temple and vacating everybody, I'll come out of the temple. Whole day practically I'll be sitting with him. I've never bothered about food or water. Whenever I was around him, I never even remembered about food or water. Just sitting, talking or walking with him, going around that area. Nothing particular. Not that he will be teaching me in a very systematic way, nothing like that. Sitting and chatting casually. And still I remember, when I had his darshan, it is not that the other things have been taken away from my sight. I was able to see everything very clearly. It was physical darshan. So just sitting, chatting, we don't know how time passes. I continuously used to feel what I can give, whatever I get in my hand, whether it is a little money in the house or some clothes or some sweets, anything I am given in the house. The first thing I'll pack it and keep it for him and bring it to him. He will laugh. Of course, sometimes he will eat also, he will enjoy. And there is a beautiful story in saint named Kannappar. It's a very beautiful story. That saint, he sees a Shivalinga in a place called Kalahasti in Andhra Pradesh, and he just falls in love with the deity. He is just in love with the deity, with Shiva. And the story says Shiva wanted to test his devotion, and in that Shivalinga the eye was carved, from that eye the blood started oozing out. This Kannappar tried all the herbal medicines and everything to heal the eyes, nothing worked out. He's a hunter, so he knows only one method, eye for eye will heal the eye. So he just removes his own eye and replaces it the place of Shiva's eye. The story says the first eye bleeding stopped, and immediately within a few minutes the next eye started bleeding, and he is not bothered. He was ready to give even the second eye. But before taking his second eye, he suddenly remembered, if I take my second eye, I'll become blind. How will I find out where to fix the eye? Where the Shiva's eye is there. So he puts his leg on the second eye of Shiva as a mark. Then he removes his second eye to fix on the Shiva's eye. At that moment, Shiva appears and gives darshan and gives him enlightenment and Shiva Padavi. Shiva Sayujya, we call it, means becoming one with Shiva. Very beautiful story. The love became meditation. That love for Shiva, whole day he was living in meditation. That is why he just feels, what can I give, what can I give, what can I give? I can understand that Kannappar's feeling, because I went through that same feeling with Arunagiri Yogeshwara. It was such a strong experience. The deep love simply becomes meditation, and real meditation just becomes love in you. Love, energy, meditation, compassion, all these are same ingredient with different names. Different names, intelligence, energy, love, compassion, meditation, all these things are just different words for the same experience. Try to go and sit in front of any one deity. which you really love, or any other object which you really feel loving, sit in front of it. Look very deeply, lovingly. Just become look. Let your consciousness be completely centered on your eyes. Let your hand, leg, body, everything lose its very existence. Let you forget about all those things. Let everything disappear. Let you just become eyes. Look deeply, with a deep love, for few minutes without jumping into the other object. If you jump to other object, come back. Get back. And just sit with a deep love, completely in a relaxed way. You will see a very deep silence, very deep bliss, very deep blessing starts coming out of your system. You need to understand one more thing. All techniques can lead only to peace. When the peace settles inside your system, bliss will explode. Do not expect the bliss which is being expressed or shown in my body language. Meditation will lead you only to peace. And when the peace settles inside your system, when your nerves are cleaned, when your nervous system is cleaned by the peace, the settling peace, the bliss will explode. You will start expressing the bliss which is expressed in the Master's body language. Try this meditation technique with any one deity, with a deep love and silence. Let the blessing happen to you. Let the blessing happen to everyone.